You're not just beautiful, but you're sweet and caring.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most passionate and poignant love story highlights on USA Network's classic legal drama.
If there's one thing I learned from my mom, it's that I wasted too much time.
Number 10, Amazing Minds Think Alike.
It's tough to have a relationship with the first year, or any year. You just don't have a life.
There was a certain tension between Mike Ross and Rachel Zane from the moment they met.
Mike Ross? Hi. I'm Rachel Zane. I'll be giving you your orientation.
Wow, you're pretty.
Despite initially dating Jenny Griffith, Mike grows close with his colleague over an investigation into a corrupt client. His perfect recollection of a document and Rachel's expert dictation inspire praise during an all-nighter.
So what do you need?
I need a legal reason to get those files without saying I saw those files.
You need them for court, or you just need them?
Why?
Well, you said you read them, right?
Yeah?
So then you already have them in here.
This leads to flirting, then the moment we had all been waiting for.
It's impossible to have anything long-term unless you find someone that has the same 80-hour work week, and then that doesn't work either because they're busy too.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna let that be the reason that Jenny and I don't.
The friend's first kiss does not disappoint. It's a steamy moment of impulse that complicates Mike and Rachel's relationship while teeing up his eventual breakup with Jenny.
You're a fraud.
Though the circumstances aren't ideal, Suits' own Ross and Rachel saga has laid its foundation on passion and mutual respect.
What are you still doing here?
It's
Nothing.
for Harvey, but we're done.
Good night.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Night.
Bye.
Number 9. Lewis wants Sheila to have it all.
Sheila, the reason I was so thrown with you taking on more responsibility was because I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to take on less.
Lewis and Sheila were in a bittersweet place after Sour Grapes. The joy of their engagement was spoiled by the realization that her pregnancy test was a false positive.
Whatever happens, she loves me and wants to welcome me to the family.
Tensions are further raised when Sheila accepts a deanship at Columbia amid fertility treatment.
I thought you and Sheila were doing great.
Yeah, we were, until she got offered to be the dean of Columbia Law School.
And you're afraid if she takes it, she won't have time for the baby.
Exactly.
Katrina eventually convinces Lewis to visit his fiance's office to show respect for her decision. When Sheila reveals that she's pregnant for real and nervous about juggling motherhood and her career,
We're gonna have a baby.
Lewis vows to always support her.
It's all gonna be okay. I am right here by your side. I'm not going anywhere
How are you so calm?
because I know it's important now. And it's this. Everything's gonna be okay.
Their relationship has always been a reliable source of humor and melodrama to develop Lewis's personal life. But with this tender moment, there's a real sense of settling down that grants the couple the strength to fulfill their dreams.
Gonna have a baby, Harvey. Gonna be a dad. And once that hit me, dealing with this felt so simple.
Congratulations, Lewis.
Number 8. Donna just had to know.
Good, you're still here. Where's Lewis?
How could Donna and Harvey not see what's always been obvious to Suits fans? Perhaps the incomparable legal secretary is too preoccupied with helping others, like when Lewis was lamenting his affair with Sheila when she was engaged to someone else.
She wasn't mine. And since then, I've been counting the days until my soulmate marries someone else and walks out of my life forever.
His talk of soulmates gets Donna to consider her true feelings and take rash action. When next she sees Harvey, she gives him a shocking kiss, then says, "I just had to know."
Because I have some news, and I think you should both.
The feeling I thought was set in stone, it slips through my fingers, and I'm trying hard to let
I'm sorry, Harvey. I just had to know.
More than steamy, this moment finally lifts the denial over Donna and Harvey's relationship. It really just begins the long, heartbreaking process of examining their professional and platonic dynamic. Nonetheless, that kiss is an iconic breakthrough in the story of Darby.
Is it okay if we hug?
Always.
living in a broken home. Would you wanna love somebody?
Number 7. Mike proposes.
Perfect timing.
And what are we celebrating?
Our win.
The passing of Lewis's secretary, Norma, puts everyone at the firm in an existential mood. With all that he's been through with Rachel, Mike decides to quit waiting around. Before he and his girlfriend properly celebrate another victory, Mike muses about what Rachel means to him.
You know I told you I loved you from the second I met you.
Well, you loved my pencil skirt.
I loved your face.
He then gets down on one knee and pops the big question with his grandmother's ring.
Rachel Elizabeth Zane, I love you. And I always will. You're my whole life. Will you marry me?
Rachel's enthusiastic yes had been a long time coming.
Yes.
As predictable as this proposal was, it is so beautifully phrased that it's hard not to tear up with the couple. Whatever tough times will precede the wedding, this perfect moment finally instills full confidence in their resilience.
It's beautiful.
She wore it every day for almost 60 years.
So will I.
Number 6. Donna knows. Harvey saves Donna from fraud charges by paying off a witness. As they celebrate at her apartment, the wine loosens their snarky guard.
Thank you, Harvey.
You don't need to thank me. You already thanked me.
No, I thanked you for fixing it. Now I'm thanking you for not bringing it up all night.
They apologize for any mistrust, with Harvey vulnerably asserting that he will always be there for Donna.
So you don't have to feel scared like that again.
When she nervously asks why as Harvey leaves, he casually responds, "You know I love you, Donna."
Why?
You know why. You know I love you, Donna.
This immediately became one of the most talked about lines Suits ever had. Harvey may think he meant love platonically, but fans know better. So does Donna, who later agrees to become Lewis's legal secretary to break this tension.
I think you're one of the most amazing women I've ever met. And just because I don't...
I'm leaving you, Harvey.
It's a step back from Darby's big leap forward, but that fateful night marked an important iconic shift in this quote-unquote friendship. Number 5. Mike and Rachel reunite.
Rachel.
Mike is temporarily sprung from prison to negotiate a deal for information on his cellmate Kevin Miller. But first, of course, he spends some time in bed with Rachel.
What time is it?
We still have time.
Oh, I fell asleep.
You good?
Why didn't you wake me?
The couple can't have one moment of tender silence without expressing how beautiful they find each other. Mike is guilty about not saying much about the circumstances of his release, but Rachel is just glad to have this time with him.
You know, you always tell me how beautiful I am. You never give me a chance to tell you how handsome I think you are.
I thought you loved me from my mind.
I do.
It's a heart-wrenching moment of true honesty after the two built their relationship on Mike's lies about being a licensed attorney. It also convinces him that prosecutor Sean Cahill's offer for an early release is worth the risks. Mike clearly recognizes Rachel as his salvation.
I didn't believe what you told me earlier.
Why didn't you say something?
Because you're here. So I didn't care.
Number 4. Some Enchanted Evening.
Harvey and I focused on getting Mike out. Jessica and Rachel focused on Leonard Bailey, and you focused on finding love in your life.
The solemn end of the firm's Pearson era coincides with special moments for the partners.
You just have to let me go.
Lewis accepts that his girlfriend Tara Messer is carrying her ex's child and proposes marriage. If only for a moment, it seems that Lewis will finally become a husband and dad.
I tried to sleep on it. And all I can do is picture a life without you and your beautiful unborn baby. And it just made me crazy to think I wouldn't be a part of it. But Tara, you need to know that I am not gonna say yes today and change my mind tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Jessica visits Jeff to reconcile and announce her decision to join him in Chicago. Harvey and Donna seem to be the only ones without anyone, but there's obvious foreshadowing in cutting from those romantic gestures to two friends sharing that drink called loneliness.
You want to be alone?
No.
This juxtaposition and a gaze out at the majestic New York skyline mark unique poetry for Suits. As slick as the legal thriller is, few scenes so succinctly reflect the heart in its characterization. Number 3. Harvey finally figures it out.
I'll drink to find inspiration, 'cause I'm a red-blooded man.
The triumph in thwarting Daniel Hardman yet again is short-lived for Harvey. With everyone else at the firm having someone to go home to, he opens up to Samantha about his feelings for Donna. Sam's own reflection on the one that got away finally convinces Harvey of the person he really wants to share his victories with.
Samantha, I'm so sorry, but I have to go.
Where?
I just have to.
He immediately goes to Donna's apartment, and the two make love on the spot. 8 seasons of teasing the audience fittingly and unforgettably comes down to the show's most passionate moment.
Darkness will show you the way. Give you the power to believe again.
For them to have such keen eyes for detail, it took Harvey and Donna long enough to realize they're more than friends.
My hands to the sky and I lower the stakes, oh yeah. And I lower the stakes, oh yeah.
Number 2. 2 weddings and a baby.
I love you, Sheila.
I love you too.
One last mishap just makes Louis and Sheila's big day more perfect.
Louis, my water just broke.
Therapist Dr. Lipschitz is in the middle of officiating their wedding when Sheila's water unexpectedly breaks. They quickly complete the long overdue ceremony, then rush off to the hospital.
You take Sheila to be your wife?
I do, Sheila.
I do.
Stan.
I now pronounce you man and wife.
Harvey, Donna, give me the rings. Sheila, let's get you to that ambulance.
You have an ambulance waiting?
Of course I do. She's 9 months pregnant. I didn't want to leave anything to chance.
In the meantime, at the reception, Harvey and Donna decide that they're done dragging things out.
What do you say?
I say yes.
With their friends already in attendance, they persuade Lipschitz to marry them too. They then meet up with their fellow newlyweds to celebrate the birth of Lucy Lit.
Congratulations.
Suits pretty much pulls out all the cliches for its series finale. But in fully recognizing that the most important case was always the characters, these closing remarks are sure to win the jury.
You don't need us anymore. And no matter where we are, we'll always be your family.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Rachel gets jealous. Rachel's insecurity about Katrina compels her and Mike to exchange the L for the first time.
What did she want?
Nothing. Tell me she enjoyed working with me.
Did you?
Did I what?
Did you enjoy working with her? I mean, I just keep seeing you guys and working together all the time and just seem to be bonding away.
Are you jealous?
Honesty is good. Some awkward admissions strengthen Harvey and Scotty's bond through nostalgia.
I'm not perfect at this, and you don't have to believe that was romantic, but it would be nice if you believed that I thought it was.
Harvey, it would have been romantic if you had begged me to stay when Jessica wouldn't budge, but this is not romantic, this is manipulative.
You were about to take a job somewhere else.
That's what makes it manipulative.
Are you telling me you've never been manipulative with me?
Not since I've been back.
Jessica decides her relationship with Jeff. One last night with the new guy before their relationship becomes publicly professional.
I haven't been formally given this assignment yet, so I have no conflict. But in 1 more week I will, which means this offer will be gone.
Is that a threat?
I would never threaten someone that I want to be in business with, Jessica. It's just the truth.
Any wedding Rachel wants. When Rachel gets cold feet under Mike's legal pressures, he reassures her.
Rachel, listen, look at me. Look at me. I'm not going anywhere. Okay? We're getting married. And it can be as small as possible with just our close friends, okay? Okay.
Worth the wait. An unusually vulnerable Harvey knows he waited too long to stay in bed with Donna.
What?
I just wish I'd come to my senses sooner.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Mike and Rachel's wedding.
I know that I fought it at first, but now, Mike,
can't imagine living alongside anyone else for the rest of my life.
Meghan Markle had to have been TV's favorite bride in 2018. Due to the actress's impending marriage into the British royal family, as well as Patrick J. Adams' own personal priorities, Rachel and Mike's love story reached a speedy conclusion with season 7.
We should do this.
Can't believe it. It's so exciting.
But they couldn't move to Seattle for Mike's new job without first giving audiences their dream wedding. Mike and Rachel's loved ones narrowly make the moved-up date to witness them put into perspective the strength that they give each other. It's an enchantingly ideal send-off for the couple after everything they've been through.
You're the husband I've always wanted. And I can't wait to begin our adventure together.
Do you, Michael James Ross, take Rachel Elizabeth Zane to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
The serene ceremony raised the bar for a real-life royal wedding. Never mind the underappreciated soft side of suits.
Then I now pronounce you man and wife.
Of me, and you give me all of you. Oh.
Which Suits moments got your pulse racing one way or another? Give your statement in the comments.
My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.